The main comment most people give you is, I don't know how you do that job. And that even often comes from other police officers. The amount of victims we're finding has just increased phenomenally.
Some of the hardest things that I've had to deal with is the images or the videos that we're exposed to.
There's such a broad range of victims that we have in regards to their ages. So obviously we go from the 16-year-old all the way down to babies and infants, and there's a lot more of that that's occurring now.
So to view that and then to have to not just view it but sometimes listen to it, and the noises or the sounds or the actions is certainly can be distressing.
Oh, a good day. A good day, it could be an arrest, it could be identifying a child and having that child talk to us, or at least knowing that child's out of harm. Sometimes it's a successful outcome at court. Bad days, it might be when you come across a number of files that you weren't expecting from a job. So we sometimes have intel to suggest something's happening, and we know a little bit of offending, but when we get there and we investigate a bit further, and once the arrest has taken place and devices are seized, it sometimes opens a bit of a Pandora's box, and you come across things that we didn't realise, and whether that's some offending against a child that they know, or it's more than one child.
Dealing with even parents of victims and things like that, where we've located images of your child being offended against, and then having to see them go through stages of coping with that information is very difficult. If we're viewing material that we only view it for so long, that we have breaks in between, that we're not viewing it towards the end of the day, that at the end of the shift that you do something else to get your mind off it.
There's just no stereotype of the offender anymore. It's everyone and anyone, and it's surprising. It's a father of 2 kids. It's the 21-year-old who lives at home. It's the 27-year-old who has no job and loves gaming on computers and sits and has a Coke bottle under his desk in his bedroom. It's a 60-year-old male who is in a share house, or it's grandpa.
Champ is our office dog. He's our assistance dog, which we've had for about a year now. You can see by my reaction, he brings a smile to a lot of people's faces. It
enables us you can just break away from it, and even if that's for 2 minutes.
A lot of our cases involve actual real victims, young children. He certainly calms the situation and makes the kids or even the people present feel a little bit at ease.
So educate yourself as a parent about computers, so, programs that your kids are using or the school's using, and then you need to educate the children. And that's opening that dialogue with your child about the risks that are out there. Ability for the child to come and tell you. It's very much about knowing what your child's using, and that might be that you have their passwords, and it's about looking into their accounts on a regular basis and finding out who they're chatting to.
It certainly has some negative aspects to it in relation to stuff that we have to view or that we're exposed to, but in relation to job satisfaction, the fact that at the end of the day we're saving children, vulnerable children at risk from any harm or future harm is, it's a massive reward